Good morning, peeps. Gandalf here. Today is Friday, April 3rd, our fifth lesson of online learning. Here we go. I'm so proud of you guys. We made it through. I know it feels super tiring right now, but we're going to get the hang of this and it's going to get easier, I promise. Okay? So here we go. Our last lesson of the week. Our agenda, we're going to go through our what, why, and how. It's really simple today. Some silent reading. If you have a silent reading book, like I said, go ahead, grab your timer, do what you got to do. It's the same every time. If you choose not to silent read and you want to listen to the read aloud book, that's fine as well. We're going to do some iReady today. We're going to review some of the information about adulthood, and I'm going to tell you what I'd like you to do with the sort of information that you've gathered this week, and then we're going to preview next week. Okay, so what are we doing? Why are we doing it? How are you guys going to know that you're doing what you need to do to stay on track? So I'm going to go through and just review and discuss some information with you about what we've done so far, learning about becoming an adult and adulthood. I just want to wrap up where we are in week 1 of digital distance learning, and I want to get you guys ready for next week, okay? So I am going to do a preview of next week. At the end of class today, I would love if you guys would post what you think it means to be an adult in Flipgrid, and I'm going to go through that at the end of this video. Silent reading, you know the drill. Set a timer for yourself. Pause me. Do what you got to do. iReady. You also know the drill. Log into Clever. Click on iReady. Choose either My Pathway or Teacher Assigned. I know there was a lot of confusion on Monday regarding an assessment that was set up for you guys. I didn't set that up. Miss Lindemuth didn't set that up. Mr. McCauley didn't set that up. Miss Worth didn't set that up. There was just some miscommunication, and we didn't know that was going to be there for you all. So thank you for bearing with us through that. Okay? So those should be your only 2 options, My Pathway or Teacher Assigned. You need to choose one of those, find yourself a cozy spot, and get going. Oh, there it is. Oh, I was going to say my picture's gone. So I spent all this time, right, taking one of those big giant Post-its and creating a When Do Kids Become Adults review, right? So yesterday you read the piece that had sort of 5 pieces within the piece, which is why I wanted you all to think about and remember your text features notes. I thought that would help you work your way through this piece, thinking about what all of the different claims and arguments were. And I just wanted to sort of put this out there, right? So, when do kids become adults? Well, maybe it's a science thing. Maybe it's all got to do with the brain. My brain doesn't really look like a brain, but that's supposed to be a brain, right? Maybe becoming an adult is when you are able to drive a car. You're 16, you have your license. Maybe some of you said that becoming an adult is when you are able to rent a car at 25. That car can mean whatever you really want it to mean. Maybe you become an adult when you're able to vote, right? I didn't want to put names of people up there, so I didn't want to get really political or anything like that, so I put classes, right? Being able to vote. Is becoming an adult when you become less dependent on your family? Is it when you start to pull away? Is it when they stop supporting you financially? Is it when you don't live with them? All that kind of stuff. And then in the bottom corner for service, right? Are you serving in the military? Are you 18 years old, so you're a part of a draft and you are required to put in a year of service in the military for your country? Is service volunteering on a farm and working for free and, providing for a community? I know there are several programs that bring students from Wisconsin and the Midwest that are recent graduates out to, like I said, states in the West. It's called WOOF. And they live on farms and work and sort of give back to that community and farm there in exchange for a place to live and food. So, does that determine whether or not you're an adult? There's a lot to think about. So, let me go back. So, what I would like you to do is let me see if I can do this. I would like you to click on the link in Google Classroom to go on to Flipgrid. So I'm going to show you, this is the link you have in Google Classroom, the flip code. You are going to go to whatever your block is. So yours should say ELA block, 1, 2, or 3. Log in with Google. You can do a special thing where you click Remember Me. Log in with Google. I'm going to click my school account. Then here I am. Congratulations, I'm in Flipgrid. I want to know about your opinions on adulthood, right? There is a say hello to Flipgrid, which, who is this? I think that's Raven, and that's definitely Jacob, little JJ out. I don't want you to be in the say hello. I want you to be in the adulthood. If you want to say hello, that's fine. I am checking the adulthood one. You're going to click this big green add button for record a response. I can't record a response while I'm also recording on here, so I'm not going to do this right now, but that is what I do expect you to do. I want you to think about, okay, what is your opinion? What do you think? When is someone actually an adult? And I would like you to share that opinion with the class. That's basically your assignment for today. If you don't feel comfortable posting a video of yourself, Jacob posted his notebook with his explanation, right? And he talked through it. That's fine too. If you can't figure that out or whatever, just send me an email and we'll talk about it, okay? Next week, what are we doing for week 2 of online learning? We're going to talk about what it means to become an adult during a historic movement, right? So talking about, not historic movement, historic moment. So talking about, there's a big historic thing happening, a big thing in history that sort of knocks the world, over. And what does it mean to become an adult during that period of time? So a lot of you talked about, becoming an adult is when you get a real-time job, right? A real adult, 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 job. Well, right now we're in the middle of a historic moment, right? The COVID-19 or the coronavirus is keeping people working at home. So what is happening for people who have turned 18 and want to have a job and they can't? How does a big historic monumental moment like that change what becoming an adult means? You guys are going to finish up your adjective practice, and on Thursday there is going to be a quiz in No Red Ink on adjectives. So quiz on Thursday. Please prepare yourself. We're going to go over critical vocabulary and Latin suffixes, and then that's going to be it. We do not have school on Friday, so we only have a 4-day week next week, and then we'll be in week 3. So you guys are doing a really good job. I'm really proud of you. Make sure that you're keeping up with your work. A lot of you guys are turning stuff in every single day, as you should. Some of you, I haven't gotten much from you. And you need to know, right, with all of your classes being online, all of your materials are going to start to pile up even more than they did when we were in regular school. Okay, so I need you to make sure that you're on top of what you're doing, okay? Some of you are doing an awesome job. I'm really proud of you. And we're all in this together, all right? I want you to know that. I miss you tons. Happy Friday.